Hello citizens of Tokusatsu Central, I am Jared Rand, and today I'm going to bring you the review of the Uchuu Sentai Kyuuranger DXQ, the weapon. Now this is the device that every Kyuuranger uses to combat with. Each Kyuuranger gets their own form of the the weapon. It's kind of hard to pronounce, but yeah, let's just get right into it, considering the fact that this kind of has both a lot and a little to do. Here's everything that comes in the actual set. You get a blade piece, an axe piece, and the actual gun part that houses all of the electronics. Also, you get one DX Kyutama, the Boing Kyo Kyutama. Let's just take a quick look at it. Very nice looking. Of course, I believe this is Kyutama number 20. And it's a telescope. Telescopium Kyutama. That's actually the name of it. So, let's get right into it. I'll show off the functions of the Kyutama in the Seiza Blaster later. But, yeah, let's actually get this thing started. So, there is a on and off switch on the back. I really like the gold used in this thing. I said gold really weirdly. Gold! Some very nice red used as well, along with a bit of black in there as well. And the blades on each of the weapon pieces all have this really nice glitter in there as well. Now mine is a little bit damaged, considering, you know, I got this a couple months ago. So yeah, let's just turn this bitch up. As you saw, it had a shooting star in there. Now, the first mode is the Q sword. So you just take the axe blade, slide it right onto there, and take the regular blade and slide it right onto there. And here is the Q sword.
Q sword.
So, yeah. There are finishers for each mode, because there is a Kyutama port right on the back. But the finishers aren't unique. There's only like one finisher. So. Now the next mode is Q spear.
Q spear.
Just take off those pieces, take off the blade, put the blade right on top, and then flip out the actual spear part. Now I'm just going to go right on to the next mode,
Q-claw,
which is the Q claw used by Okami Blue. And I promise you, it's a claw. Take the axe piece and do all that stuff with it. And there you go. In the show, this is a lot more lean. It bends down much further. But it's a toy. It's got to work in reality. So, yeah. Next mode.
Q-crossbow.
You can literally just switch to the Q crossbow by flattening down those. Next up, Q axe.
Q-axe.
So, yeah.
Q-sickle.
Next is the Q sickle, where you basically make the Q spear, but this time spin around the top.
Q-rapier.
The Q rapier is basically just a fencing weapon with that very nice glittery blue. And there, let me just try to get that. Whatever, it uses the same sort of glittery blue that the other things do. Alright.
Q shot.
Next is the Q shot, which is basically nothing. This is actually my favorite form because I love guns. It feels really satisfying when you shoot.
Q slasher.
Then the last one is the Q slasher, where you put on the blade just like that. So, yeah, that's about it. If you try to go on to another mode, then
Q sword.
it'll just go back to the Q sword. So I'm just going to leave it like that. Now, onto the Galaxy Finisher. That's not what it's called. It just, each Kyuuranger has a thing. Alright, let's just put it on.
Galaxy.
Press the button. And there you go. It can't read any Kyuutamas. They're just singular port right on there, and it's just a button.
Galaxy.
So, yeah. Now let's check out the Boing Kill Kyuutama's functionality in the Seiza Blaster. Alright, here we got our fateful not Kyuuza weapon, Seiza Blaster right here. So, Moa slide and all that stuff.
Boing Q Kyuutama. Phase attack.
Now this basically in the show acts as a scope for a special attack that this sort of creates.
Phase go. Boing Q Boiser.
And so, yeah, there you go. That's basically all the functionality that this thing has with the Seiza Blaster. Now let's get on to my final thoughts. So overall, I do have to say that I enjoyed my time with this toy. It definitely feels limited, I'll give you that, with only one noise for every single mode, and the finisher not even being specific to any mode. It does offer a lot for the actual toy line standards, and in the show at least it's still used quite often, but now the Q Voyagers, or at least the weapon has to be shared around with different characters, like Kokuma Sky Blue even had to use the spear because, yeah. But each of the weapons actually do go to a different Kyuuranger. The Q sword goes to Shishi Red, Q spear goes to Sasori Orange, Q claw goes to Okami Blue, the Q crossbow goes to Tenbin Gold, the Q axe goes to Oshi Black, the Q sickle goes to Hibitsukai Silver, Q shot goes to, or the Q rapier goes to Chameleon Green, the Q shot goes to Washi Pink, and the Q slasher goes to Kajiki Yellow. So they're all number coordinated, but I do think this does offer a lot to the actual toy line and its aesthetics as well. And of course, the Kyuutama does add to the collection, and its spin gimmick is, a little hard to pull off. But I do think overall this is a worthy toy, and it would be worthy of your money. Just make sure not to pay too much for this toy, because there are some prices out there that go a little bit farther than you should be worthy of paying. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like if you enjoyed the video that much, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment if you want to ask anything about the actual toy. You can check out my Instagram, ran.jared, if you want to, get a little bit more about my life and, what's going on in it. And you can check out my other YouTube channel, Jared the Collector New. I'll leave a link for that one down below. And I will see my fellow citizens of Tokusatsu Central next time when we take a look at the Kyuuranger 02 Sasori Voyager.